The details of a deal on border security and Ukraine aid is set to be released as the Senate gears up to vote. And the Vision Pro is here, with Apple looking to make spatial computing a household phrase. The Morning Rundown starts now.
From the Straight Arrow News Studio, bringing the stories that matter to you from across the United States and around the world. This is the Morning Rundown.
Today is Friday, February 2nd. Thank you for joining us. I'm Lauren Taylor. A national security bill covering foreign aid and immigration could be unveiled as soon as today. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer made the announcement on the Senate floor Thursday.
Conversations are ongoing. Some issues still need resolution, but we are getting very close on the National Security Supplemental. The National Security Supplemental is so important to enabling us to address multiple crises around the globe.
The agreement by a bipartisan group of senators would see tens of billions of dollars in aid for Ukraine and Israel and changes to border security amid a record number of illegal crossings. Schumer said he would set up a vote for next week. It remains to be seen how Republicans, who have sought to tie immigration reform to any additional funding for Ukraine, will respond to the bill. Schumer said text of the bill will be made public, if not today, by Sunday, adding that will give members enough time to read it before voting. A former CIA software engineer has been sentenced to 40 years in prison after being convicted of carrying out the largest data breach in CIA history and for possession of child pornography. Joshua Schulte was responsible for providing information in WikiLeaks' Vault 7 leak in 2017. Vault 7 detailed CIA electronic surveillance and cyber warfare capabilities. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams, who prosecuted the case, called the leak the most brazen crimes of espionage in American history, saying in a statement after the sentencing, he caused untold damage to our national security in his quest for revenge against the CIA for its response to Schulte's security breaches while employed there. In the courtroom, Schulte said the sentencing was not justice, but rather vengeance taken by the government. The judge responded, saying he was blown away by Schulte's complete lack of remorse and acceptance of responsibility. In his first public remarks since being hospitalized for complications from surgery to treat his prostate cancer, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin apologized for the secrecy surrounding his medical condition.
But I want to be crystal clear. We did not handle this right, and I did not handle this right. I should have told the president about my cancer diagnosis. I should have also told my team and the American public. And I take full responsibility. I apologize to my teammates and to the American people.
Austin said when he received his cancer diagnosis in December, the news was a gut punch. The defense secretary underwent surgery on December 22nd, and after serious complications, he returned to the hospital on January 1st. The president was informed 3 days later. Austin says while he is a private person, he never directed anyone to keep his hospitalization from the White House. Austin says he is continuing to undergo physical therapy and is recovering well. Several people were killed when a small plane crashed into a mobile home park in Florida Thursday night. Emergency crews responded to the fiery scene in Clearwater. They found 4 trailers on fire with the crashed plane inside one. Clearwater's fire chief said the deaths include people from both the single-engine plane and the mobile home. The number of victims has not yet been confirmed. According to the FAA, the pilot reported an engine failure just before the crash. The FAA and the NTSB are investigating. Today, Apple's latest invention, the Vision Pro Mix reality headset, is hitting store shelves. Apple is hoping the Vision Pro has the revolutionary impact the iPhone did back in 2007. Bringing what it's calling spatial computing to the mainstream. At $3,500, its high price point may keep many away at first. But analysts are predicting Apple will sell about 1 million or fewer devices this year. More than 600 apps have been developed specifically for the Vision Pro. And finally this morning, in just over a week, the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers will be looking to be heroes on the field at the Super Bowl. But one NFL player is already being called a hero for his quick-thinking actions, not on the field, but on a plane. Baltimore Ravens tight end Mark Andrews was flying home to Phoenix on a Southwest flight when a woman had a medical emergency. Flight attendants, as well as a doctor and nurse who were on the plane, ran over to assist. And according to passengers, the woman had a weak pulse and trouble breathing. That's when Andrews popped up from his seat and suggested that the woman could be suffering from a blood sugar problem. Andrews, who has type 1 diabetes, had his diabetic testing kit on him. He handed it over, showing the doctor and nurse how to use it, and soon the woman was stabilized. In a statement, Andrews thanked the flight attendants and said the doctor and nurse were the real heroes. These are your top stories for today. We'll see you back here on Monday. Until then, I'm Lauren Taylor. Have a great weekend.